Welcome back to IntyCenter for your whip around Fidus. And this week, well, we seem to be on a run of extra inning games, and we get a pair of 12 inning contests on the 16th. First, we've got Ciorak hosting the Barrels. Eddie Matthews hits a 2-run homer in the 6th. That puts Steel Tiger Cranes up 4-3. They stretch it to 5-3 in the 7th. But Deacon White gets a 2-run single in the 9th to tie it up. The Barrels should have had more, but Rogers Hornsby hits into a double play. He's probably out there daydreaming about Tyra, if we're being honest. We head to extras. The recently called up Barry Larkin, he comes through, 1-out single. He steals second, and then when Ralph Kiner singles, it's a walk-off. Ciorak takes it 6-5. Then we've got the Baby Yodas hosting a shack of their own. A 2-out, 2-run double for Mickey Cochrane puts the Baby Yodas up 5-4. But in the 9th, John McGraw singles, steals second, goes to third on a throwing error, jumps up, yells, "Suck it, Narks," complete with his DX crotch thrust, and scores on a sac fly from Cupid. Cupid Childs, possibly the weird arrow guy. We're not sure. All we know, it was Cupid. Shack of their own with a chance to win it in the 9th when Ross Barnes singles and steals second. Roger Bresnahan walks, but Fred Carroll struck out somewhere. Wang Chi's nodding in approval and probably fist bumping an imaginary version of Randy Savage. And Shoeless Joe flies out. We go to the 12th, as you already knew from the intro, when pinch hitter extraordinaire Denny Lyons pinch hits a game-winning 2-run homer. A shack of their own takes it 7-5. Question for you. Is Grasshopper Jim the best pitcher nobody's talking about? Maybe. He tosses a complete game against Amazing. He does give up 4 runs on 9 hits, but believe it or not, those 4 runs, they raise his season ERA all the way to 1.98. Incredible season so far for Grasshopper Jim. Another day, and the Barrels and Tiger Cranes give us more drama. Tony Mullane, he goes 8 innings, gives up 2 runs on 4 hits. Denny McLain, he counters with 7 innings, 2 runs, 7 hits allowed. The Barrels get 2 in the 8th off Joe Sambito. They take it 4-2. Of note, Mullane also had 2 hits and an RBI in that game. Charlie Bender, he got the pep talk from Wang Chi this week. He decided he wanted to go to a pizza party. He tossed a complete game shutout of Amazings. He scatters 8 hits. He strikes out 7. Albert Pujols drives in 3 runs. The Demonbags take it 5-0. And we'll end the first set of games this week with 2 ass whoopings and an extra inning classic. First, Josh Johnson tosses a complete game shutout against the Baby Yodas. He gives up 5 hits. He strikes out 8. He walks just 1. A shack of their own, though. They didn't need him to be that good. Cy Seymour, Roger Bresnahan each drove in 4 runs, and shack of their own take it 12-0. Pedro Martinez tosses a complete game shutout against the Bandwagoners, although at this point in time, who couldn't shut out the Bandwagoners? He gives up 5 hits, strikes out 11, walks 3. Again, Stone Temple Seattle Pilots didn't need Pedro to be that good. George Brett, Willie Mays, they each drive in a pair of runs. Edgar Martinez homers. STSP takes it 7-0. But we can't not talk about the Demon Bags and Amazings. Lefty Grove went 8 innings. He gave up 1 run on 5 hits. Randy Johnson, 6 innings, 2 runs on 4 hits. But Francisco Rodriguez blows the save. He gives up a 2-out RBI single to the pinch-hitting Paul Goldschmidt. And we were off to extra innings with an S. All the way to the 14th, where Cal Ripken Jr. gets a leadoff double. Manny Machado struck out, and Melot moved Ripken to third on a groundout. Wee Willie Keeler gets the clutch 2-out RBI single to score Ripken. Then he gets thrown out trying to steal to end the inning. Babe Ruth looked to have it sewn up when he got Pee Wee Reese to ground out, but Ruth mishandled it, and Reese reached base with 2 outs. With the extra life, Johan Santana bats, and hey, the Demonbags had already used 7 pinch hitters, so I guess Santana had to bat for himself. He draws a walk, That moves the tying run into scoring position, but Jackie Robinson grounds out to short, and that was that. Amazings take it. I'm sorry. Yes, Amazings. I got lost in my own notes. Amazings take it 3-2 in 14 innings. It's only 8:30 in the morning. I swear I haven't been drinking yet. It only seems that way. In case you were wondering, old Hoss Radbourn, he's still pretty good at pitching. Radbourn tosses a complete game shutout, giving up just 6 hits, walking none, striking out 8. He also got caught stealing in the game once because why not? He's old Hoss Radbourn. Barry Bonds hit a 2-run homer. The Enhancers beat Let's Play 2-4-0. Now, normally, when you hear about a bullpen meltdown and every city bandwagoners, it's pretty easy to draw the conclusion. But this time, it was the Orange Barrels. Tom Gordon with a 9th-inning blown save, giving up a 2-run homer to Anthony Rendon and a 1-2-3 ninth for Francisco Cordero. The bandwagoners take it 5-4. With a heavy heart and only 100 years of memories of his mother, Bullet Rogan could only go 4 2/3 innings against Stone Temple Seattle Pilots. When the Pilots went ahead 7-6 in the 8th on an RBI single from pinch hitting Heavy Johnson, it looked like his return would be spoiled. But Josh Gibson with an RBI double in the 9th, he moves to third on the throw home, then scored as Richard Hidalgo walks it off with a pinch hit single. The Gales take it 8-7. Doc Gooden and Greg Maddux, we were hoping for a good matchup. They did not disappoint. Maddux goes 8 innings. He gives up 2 runs, only one of them earned on just 6 hits with 7 Ks. Gooden countered with 8 innings of 1-run baseball, just 5 hits surrendered. That unearned run that came in the 8th, a throwing error by Roberto Clemente was the difference. Zach Britton works a 1-2-3 ninth for the save. Sandy Koufax and Smokey Joe Wood, they also gave us a dandy. Wood tossed 6 innings, giving up 1 run on 2 hits. It didn't matter. That wasn't enough because Koufax went the distance. He shuts out the Scythy, allows just 4 hits. The Demon Bags take it 2-0. Denny Driscoll, he tosses a complete game shutout. Ted Williams, Roger Bresnahan homer. A shack of their own beats Siorak 4-0. They get the sweep. They've now won 7 in a row. And then our last game of the week we'll cover on IntyCenter. Zach Greinke, he also gets a complete game shutout. He gives up just 6 hits. He strikes out 7 against the Gales of November. The Pilots take it 7-0 as George Brett drives in 3 runs. That's going to do it this week for IntyCenter. We'll see you next time for another whip around the deuce.